In today's video, I will be ranking every console exclusive Fortnite skin. So really quick, just to go over what that means. These are going to be the skins that were exclusive to PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, whether you could get them in a bundle when you purchase a new console, or skins from the exclusive PlayStation Cup. Now remember, this ranking is just my opinion, so be sure to let me know yours down in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, be sure to use code TuneSpider in the Fortnite item shop to support me. And now let's get to ranking. Alright, so we're going to start with the newest skin, and that is Sage. Not gonna lie, at first I thought this was a skin for an Xbox bundle, but it turns out she's actually a PlayStation exclusive. The color of her outfit is definitely what threw me off, because typically for the PlayStation skins, the colors are mainly blue, but I think the overall design of the skin is solid. I think it's a decent outfit. My favorite part is definitely the hair with the headband look. I just think the skin doesn't have that wow factor. I just think it's alright. She's not a skin that I feel like I'm missing out on, right? So I'm going to be putting her in the C tier. Up next is Shinji, and I was really hoping for this skin to be sold in the item shop. I like this one a lot. I love the black and red outfit with the black and red mask. I think the design of the outfit is pretty sick, and I think the hair spiking up is a nice touch. This almost feels like it could be like a drift skin a little bit, but overall I think this is a pretty clean skin, so I'm going to be putting them in the S tier. Then moving on to Cobalt Snowfoot, and I think this version is better than the original one, and I like the original one. There's just something about this outfit that I really like, especially when it comes to like the forearm blades, and they got that bright blue glow. The mask is really cool. Overall, I think the design is pretty sick. I feel like it's a good quality exclusive skin to come with the PlayStation 5 bundle, so I will be putting him in the A tier. Then moving on to Sub-Zero Cryptic. So this is actually the second Cryptic skin, and I definitely like this one more. The black and yellow color scheme looks good. Then the purplish pink jacket I think is a nice touch. Definitely helps make the skin pop a little bit more. The yellow eyes look really cool. Overall, I'm a fan of this design. It's not my favorite by any means, but I do think it's good, so I'm going to be putting him in the B tier. Then moving on to Huntmaster Saber, and I like this skin, I can't lie. Something about the mask with the glowing blue eyes. You can have the gold version as well. From what I remember, Huntmaster Saber was an NPC on the map. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And then the claw fingertips are just a nice little detail, nice little touch to round out this skin. I don't think this is going to be a super popular opinion, but I'm going to be putting Huntmaster Saber into the S tier. Next up is Soltera, and I think she's a good skin. I like the outfit. It kind of has like a robotic futuristic look to it. I really like the helmet with the hair sticking out. The blue, black, and silver color scheme looks good. It's a little on the simple side, a little on the plain side, but I like the overall design, so I'm going to be putting her in the A tier. Moving on to Dark Scully. Now I really like the Dark series, and I do like the original Scully skin. Like, I still think she's a good skin, has an overall good design, the tactical sleek outfit, and then I love, of course, the dark purple glow. I always love the patterns for that as well. And I know they're not claw marks, but they kind of do look like claw marks. The purple lighting on the rib cage, I like that detail, and you can see it on the back as well. The eyes look cool. Overall, I mean, it's a pretty cool skin, so I'm going to be putting her into the A tier as well. And then next up is Fixer, and I don't know how to feel about this skin. Like, there's some details to it I really like the mask, for example, the tattoos, the like armored vest he has going on. I think it's all right, nothing crazy. I do think this skin is a little boring though, so I'm going to be putting him in the C tier. Then moving on to Indigo Kuno. Now I'm a big fan of the Kuno skin, especially the original one. I do like the black and blue look for her, and I think she's like one of the most used console exclusive skins. She might actually be the most used. You could get her through the PlayStation Generations Cup by getting a certain placement, and this just goes for the Kuno design in general. I just really like it. I like the mask, I like the wrap that goes up the arms with the padded gloves. Everything about the outfit I just really like, so I'm going to be putting her in the S tier. Next up is Cloud Striker. For starters, I like the blue color scheme, and I think it's cool that she has the ghost logo on the back of her jacket. This outfit gives me a little bit of like a tactical, but also like a casual military vibe. I do think it's a pretty basic skin. I think it's playing it safe, and it's not a skin that I would be like itching to get, so I'm going to be putting her in the C tier. Then next up is Wildcat. Now she was exclusive to a Nintendo Switch bundle, which I actually got, by the way. I was actually looking to get a Switch, and I saw that this was coming out like weeks later, so I decided to just wait, and then I got the whole bundle. The Switch is pretty cool. It's got like the Fortnite icons on it. But anyways, I'm a huge fan of this skin. You get 3 different styles with her. Love the like black, navy blue, and the pink. Then you have the half and half blue, half yellow. Then you have the Fortnite icons on it. That definitely resembles the design of the Switch. Then my favorite is that blue with the yellow, and then like the digital moving pattern. I think it's a very cool skin. Definitely one of my favorites. I know it's a sweat skin, but I do really like it. Even something as simple as like the little tattoo on her left arm. So I'm going to be putting her into the peak tier. Moving on to Point Patroller. To be honest, this skin just isn't for me. If you like it, I could definitely see why. Like, I think there's some good things to the design of the skin. Like, it looks like you have a full body armor, then some casual clothing over top of it, and that's just really not for me. So I'm going to be putting him in the D tier. Then moving on to Trilogy, I just don't like her design. Don't really like the helmet, don't really like any of the armor, but I don't know what it is, but the skin just doesn't look well put together. Feels kind of random, doesn't feel like it matches at all, so I'm going to put Trilogy in the D tier as well. Then next up is Rogue Spider Knight, and this skin is so sick. I love the Spider Knight skin, but this one is even better. I think it's better than the original. The white and green for the Xbox looks so clean, and then you get a black and green, which looks tough, and then you also get a black and white to top it off. So you get 3 different styles for the skin, which is really cool. I really like all 3 of the color schemes. All of them are clean, they look good. That Spider Knight helmet is just peak, so that's where I'm gonna be putting this skin in the peak tier. And then next up is Neo Versa. She has like this sleek, futuristic, tactical look. She kind of got like the Cyclops eye gear as well, which looks kind of cool. Her skin is pretty simple, but I like it. I'm a big fan of the original one. I think the red looks really good, but I like the blue as well. I remember when this one was leaked, I was really hoping it was coming to the item shop, but never did. Overall, I think she's a really good skin. I'm going to be putting her in the A tier. Then moving on to Dark Vertex, I would love that purple, and then the white lighting really pops off of it. I've always just liked the Vertex skin. I like how it looks. From the suit design to the helmet, everything about it is cool in my opinion, so I'm going to be putting him in the A tier as well. Then moving on to Carbon Commando, I mean, this skin is the male version of Trilogy, right? And I feel the same way about this one. Don't really like the outfit, not a fan of the armor, not a fan of the helmet. This is a skin that just really isn't for me, so I will be putting him in the D tier. Then moving on to Prodigy, here we have, I think, a teacher. I'm not quite sure what the skin is supposed to be. Maybe like an office worker that has like the default pants on with the shin guard. Not really a fan of this skin. I overall just don't like the outfit. None of it really goes together. The skin feels very random, so I'm going to be putting him in the D tier. Then next up is Double Helix, and this is a sick skin. The red, white, and black just goes so well together. I really like the detail of like the sniper ammo being strapped to the shoulder. The outfit is pretty clean. I like it. And then of course I really like the face gear. That's honestly like the best part about this skin, right? Same with the original one. I'm going to be putting him into the peak tier. Moving on to Eon, and I think she's a great skin. The white, black, and green just looks so good together. Love the suit, love the helmet. Really like the original version as well, but this is a great reskin. She was super popular too when she came out. I believe she was the first Xbox One bundle. Overall, a really great skin. I'm going to be putting her into the S tier, and she's going to be the top of S. Next up is Blue Striker, and really this feels like just like a default skin with a different colored outfit and some headgear, and I'm really just not a fan of it. I think it's pretty boring. Don't really like the outfit. The headgear is like kind of cool, I guess, but it's not enough for me to really like the skin, so I'm going to be putting him in the D tier. Then moving on to Royale Bomber. So this skin, you get exactly what the name is, pretty much. You get a bomber skin, and honestly it's all right. It's not the worst skin. I think the design is solid. It's not a skin that would make me want to go purchase a PlayStation 4, but I think the outfit overall matches up pretty well, so I'm going to be putting him into the C tier. And then last but not least, we have Blue Team Leader, which was the first console exclusive skin. Very simple, definitely early chapter 1 vibes with this skin. You got this simple white outfit with some dark camo pants and a blue beanie that helps pop the outfit. To be honest, I just have a soft spot for these type of looks from early Fortnite. I mean, there is probably what, 10 of these that came out around that time, all looking very similar, but I don't know, I just like the way the blue beanie pops with the white top. Like I mentioned, it's just an early Fortnite tactical design, so I'm going to be putting Blue Team Leader into the B tier. But there you have it. That is my ranking for all of the console exclusive Fortnite skins. If you enjoyed my video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join my Discord server, that link is going to be in the description. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.